Kelly, the Fed minutes from the meeting on June 17th show that all participants view it as appropriate to maintain the Fed funds rate at 4.25% to 4.5%. Now, the committee said it was well positioned to wait for more clarity on the outlook for inflation and economic activity.
Well, Trump and Powell are clashing again, and this time your mortgage rate is caught right in the middle. In this video, I'm going to show you why mortgage rates aren't dropping yet, what it means for buyers and sellers in Phoenix market right now. Stick around because in just a minute we'll talk about how surprising price drops are happening throughout the country. And some buyers are negotiating some really good credits, discounts, and repairs. In our last video, we explained why the Fed needs to lower rates in the next 12 months. And that has to do with the banking systems. Mortgage rates started to come down and then they took a big halt. And that's due to tariffs. Fed Chair Jerome Powell made headlines when he blamed the recent tariffs in a statement where he said, essentially, we are on hold until we see the size of these tariffs and the effects on the economy. So now let's take a look at what effect it's going to have on the market and see how important Fed funds rates are to the overall real estate market and the overall economy, including the stock market. So if you take a look at this chart I put together, this has the S&P 500 versus the Fed funds rate versus the 30-year fixed mortgage. This is going back 20 years. If you look at the blue line, which is the Fed funds rate, you can see right here, as the Fed funds rate goes up, typically there's a spread between this line here, the 30-year fixed mortgage, and the Fed funds rate. And usually that percentage is about 1.5% to 3%. You can see the spread got really wide right in this area back in 2010 when we had the big economic collapse of the banking system. But on the other hand, what pushes the economy and what caused the stock market to shoot through the roof? Well, look at this. The Fed funds rate dropped down below 1%. And look what happened to the S&P 500 on the green line right here, right straight through the roof. Now, from 2000, let's say 8 or 9, the Fed funds rate was below 1%, and that caused a lot of issues in the economy. It just caused the stock market to flourish, money was flowing freely, that causes real estate prices to go up, and everything in the economy was really strong. Corporations were hiring people and expanding because they were able to borrow money really cheap. Now, when the Fed funds rate started to go back up around 2017 to 2020, then everybody knows what happened over that period. And look, the Fed funds rate dropped way back down again. Now, right now, the Fed funds rate is up here at nearly an all-time high for the past 20 years. And that's what's causing things with the housing market to get even worse than they already were. Again, the stock market continues to be at all-time highs, and the 30-year fixed, which again is usually a spread of about 2%, is right in line with that right now. If the Fed decides to lower rates due to the banking situation in the repo market, like we talked about in our last video, that means that this is probably all going to come down. The Fed will start to cut down 1 to 2 points, and that would bring down the 30-year fixed mortgage with it. So if we take a look at the overall national housing market right now, you can see the average median sales price is $440,910. It says it's up 0.6% over last year. The number of homes sold is 483,602, which is down 4.5% year over year. And the national average for the 30-year fixed mortgage right now is at 6.8%. You can see in this chart from Mortgage News Daily where we are with interest rates. This is going back to 2010. And you can see currently right now we've just been fluctuating right around 7%, which is just slightly down from where we were a year ago. In the Phoenix housing market right now, it's kind of following with the national average. The median sales price is $450,000. We're down 2.6%. The number of homes sold is 1,542. That's down 7.1% from a year ago. The median days on market is 53. Now in North Phoenix, we're seeing an even worse situation right now where homes are sitting on the market for 67 days. And we see some of the zip codes up in North Scottsdale where homes are on the market for up to 130 days. We're seeing nationally a number of people are taking them off the market. Now in Phoenix, that would be more of the norm, because in Phoenix, during the summer, a lot of people are traveling or out of town. Kids are out of school. They're taking their summer vacations. In the luxury market in the Phoenix area, for sure, a lot of those people are going to have their homes off the market. My clients that have luxury homes are doing the same. We take them off for the summer. And some people ask, why anybody would buy a home right now, where there are people out there that need to buy a home. You can see how much effect interest rates have on a property. It says right here in a Redfin news article, home buyers gained $16,000 in purchasing power as mortgage rates dipped to the lowest level in 3 months. Now that was on July 1st, and we're already seeing that rates are a little bit up, but they have been up even higher. And this is important for people that need to buy a home. As soon as rates start to drop, they go out and lock in a rate. It's the best rate they can get right now. And of course, everybody hopes that rates are going to drop and they can refinance down the road. You can't count on that. There's a lot of homeowners right now that bought in 2021 that overpaid for the property, and now they're upside down. There are still homes selling right now, but only the best homes are selling. It's like going out in a car lot and looking at the cars. The cleanest car for the best price is the one that's going to sell. Don't forget to go take a look at our website at www.soldbysmitty.com. You can go to free downloads right here and get my free ebooks. I've written one on buying home, selling a home, short-term rentals, and long-term rentals. Take a look at some of our other videos. Have a great day.